Hi, welcome to Kika. My name is Michelangelo Barques, and this episode is being sponsored by Kika Institute for Hawaii. Kika means guitar in Hawaiian. Alright, so what I'm going to show you today is I'm going to show you how you can make your arpeggios faster. I mean, granted, practicing it over and over and over and over does help. It helps a lot. But hopefully I can give you some tips to where you can utilize the arpeggio to your advantage. And maybe even do it in any key. Okay. So the first thing you need to know is your relative major and your relative minor. So in this case, if we're playing a key of C, your relative major would be C major. And your relative minor would be A minor, because C, D, E, F, G, A is A minor. So that's the first thing you want to do, is understand your relative major and your relative minor. So first of all, here's your C arpeggio. We're going to take it from the 15. Now there's another version of it, but I'm just going to show you the most simplest version. Just going to take it from the 15 to the 14 to the 12 to the 13 to the 12 and then to the 15. Now, the relative minor, or the minor aspect of the chord, is on A, or the 12th fret. And we're going to take this from the 12, and we're going to go 12, 10, 9, to the 10, 8, 12. So, if you're soloing in the C, and your progression is maybe C major 7, D minor 7, just those two chords. As you see, the two arpeggio complements each other, and it sounds really nice. But the bottom line is, you got to get your theory. You got to go out there, get some lessons, and understand your theory. I can only show you so much. And even on here, I've watched people give their rendition of theory, and some are good and some are blah, because only certain people know how to teach, and you want to learn theory from a person who knows how to teach it, because it's a long strenuous ordeal, because you have to learn about, first of all, your circle of fourths, and of course the circle of fifths, and you got to learn your 8 modes, and yeah. So, but anyway, I'm here to give you the shorthand version. So again, if you were soloing maybe C power chord, B minor 6, and A. matches. It matches just like two hands clap like this. It matches. Okay, so I'm going to show you the same idea, but in a different key. So you get the key of C major, then we can move on to another key. So let's say one of your friends do a song in A minor, which is again relevant to C major. They're brothers and sister. Okay, so they're in A minor, and they're doing a Rainbow in the Dark, but they tell you to solo. So we got this. It matches. It perfectly matches. It's just like drinking a really cold Mountain Dew, and it goes down your throat and it refreshes you. It just matches. Alright, so I'll show you another key. Alright, well, alright, another key. For the sake of argument, and because the way music is nowadays, we'll do it in a key of G. G would be the next common key because it only has one sharp, F sharp, and it's like, if you can master G, you got G. If you can master C, you got C. You got two keys. Although you're still missing the modes, you're still missing this, and yada yada yada. But it's okay. G. Alright, so if we're doing G, so G would be your relative major. So that would be this. Again. And your relative minor would be G, A, B, C, D, E. E is relative minor, which would be this. Alright, so let's say, you're in a band, and the person is doing a common progression in E minor. Because you know E minor is going to work with the E minor arpeggio and the G major arpeggio. It'll always work. So the common progression would be like, so have that ring in your head. Okay, so then it matches. It's like, whoa, blow me down. It does match. Although I didn't do the G major arpeggio, but okay, I'll for the sake of argument, I'll do the same thing, same rhythm, but add the G major arpeggio in there. And it matches. So now you have two keys, and you have two arpeggios, one A major arpeggio and two A minor arpeggio, both brothers and sisters and both connected to each other. Okay, so let's say you want to do, you're playing in the key of F sharp. Alright, so if you're in F sharp minor, it's a pretty good key. It has 3 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. You know, it's these things that I learned when I was younger. But okay. So we have to figure out what is our relative major, because you already know it's going to be in F sharp minor. So F sharp is going to be here on the 9th fret. So you know that's your minor. So, but how do you find your major? Well, here's a cheating way. From the 2nd fret up to low E, just climb up 3 frets. So if this is the F sharp, then 1, 2, 3. That is your relative major. So in this case, your relative major would be A, or the same design I gave you before. So with your F sharp, with the relative minor looking like this, and your major looking like this, we can now put this into a play and do a progression. Alright, so let's say you guys are doing okay, common 80s rock progression. Alright. It matches again. Holy smoke. See, that's why you want to memorize the key of C, the key of G, and then of course the 3 sharps, the key of A. Now even with just that much, you should be able to handle yourself in any scenario. Depending, doesn't even matter what the song is. If you were doing Drive, what's the key? E minor. E minor is related to what major? G. Okay. Alright. Yes, it's related to G. And therefore, if you're doing this, you can definitely solo. Alright. And of course, you know, I could give a million explanations or examples, but you kind of got the gist of what I'm trying to say here. As long as you know your relative major, your relative minor, as long as you know those, you're okay. Until you get some lesson and then you start learning your modes and start learning a little bit of theory and just starting to buckle down and become the musician you are. Because we all want to be musicians. It's cool. And we're able to express ourselves. And that's the main thing. Alright. I am Michelangelo Barques. And I will talk to you next time. And I want to see your name in lights.